What's going on, guys? Speedy Mormon here from Complex, and today I am joined by the big Aristotle. He's got mad nicknames. DJ Diesel is one of them. Shaq is in the building. Shaq, what's up, man? How are you?
I can't complain, brother. What's going on?
Have you been all right? You've been staying busy, or?
Yeah, I've been spending time with the family, just hanging out, just working from home like everybody else. The NBA is about to start back up soon, so that's gonna be a challenging process for everybody, especially the players. But I'm part of the NBA family, so if guys choose to play, I'm with them. If they choose not to play, I understand. I also support them. But us at TNT, Charles, Ernie, Kenny, myself, we're still gonna do our job.
For sure. Now, obviously, a lot of players are toying with the decision on whether or not to play for whatever reasons, a multitude of reasons. Some, want to maybe keep a dialogue going about social issues and such. I wonder if you were playing, would Shaq be visiting Orlando to continue the season?
Yeah, I would play, but I would also, continue the message. I would look to see what the greats before me did. Muhammad Ali, Billie Jean King, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And my favorite photos of all those guys sitting down in business suits, talking to everybody, letting them know how they felt. So I would probably still, continue to do the same thing. But I also know that sports brings joy to a lot of people. So definitely continue to do my job, but also will continue to, put out the message.
Definitely. Now, the other day I saw it was Tupac's birthday, of course, and I saw an old photo of Pac wearing a Shaq jersey, which then led me to wonder. I'm sure you've drove down the street and seen a multitude of people in your jerseys.
I saw him that night. He had the jersey on, and I just gave him a hug. I just gave him that, and he was like, "What's up, D's?" I was like, "What's up, Pac?" And that was it. I used to see him all the time in LA, but never had the chance to sit down with him and just conversate. Because in LA's like a city, so we was in the club. He over there with his boys. I'm with my boys. He's doing my thing. I'm doing my thing. But we always show respect. Like every time we see each other, we always go like that.
That was a part of my question. I'm wondering, I'm sure you've just stumbled upon people in the streets, maybe fans and such, wearing your jersey. But who do you think is the most famous person that you've ever seen wear a Shaq jersey? Maybe someone that surprised you.
Well, I wouldn't say I was surprised, but because I know like most rappers love basketball, so I know that. I tried to give them the same enjoyment that they gave me. I'm gonna have to go with Pac. And I think Biggie wore a Laker jersey one time, so probably those two.
That's dope. Obviously, a lot of us are on the heels of watching Jordan's Last Dance documentary, which was much needed, especially during this time of quarantine. I'm wondering, though, he kind of spoke about the dynamic with his teammates. Some of them that he loved, some of them that he didn't like so much. I'm wondering who was maybe your favorite teammate, maybe not someone that everybody might know, just somebody who you had a really good relationship with. They didn't have to be the best player. Maybe your favorite, most fun teammate.
I had a good relationship with mostly all the role players. That's why I always shout them out, because look, I got 4, but I honestly and truthfully say I would not have 4 if it wasn't for Big Shot Bob. Wouldn't have 4 if it wasn't for B. Shaw. Wouldn't have 4 if it wasn't for Gary Payton, Udonis Haslem, Antoine Walker, Posey. So guys that made me look good. Because everybody's going to quadruple and triple team me. I could have scored between 4 guys, but I was like, I need to keep these guys involved. So I always, and I call them the others, so I always kept my others involved. But now, I don't really say I have a favorite. I did have a favorite in Orlando with D. Scott. He taught me how to be professional, taught me how to play the game, taught me how to think. But when I took on the leadership role at all the other places, as a leader, you got to treat everybody the same. So I didn't want to show, favoritisms towards 1 or 2 guys.
That's fair. Shaq, have you thought about, I mean, it's inevitable at this point, have you thought about what your Last Dance-esque documentary might look like?
No, because, my guy's not here. I don't want no old mess brought up. So they asked me to do one. I'm not going to do one because, of course, that's part of our relationship. That's part of what we did. But I don't want to bring that up 10, 15 years later. My man's not like my rings the other day. I put them in the safe. I put them in the back. I'm not going to wear them anymore because he's not here to, celebrate with me. So we're not going to be doing no talking about this and that, and he got traded. If they would have got along, they would have got 7. We don't want to hear that. So we're just gonna, celebrate him in a great light. Celebrate myself in a great light. And with the emergence of the internet, everybody knows the story anyway. See, what's so good about The Last Dance is all that stuff was only local. Like, I just got off the phone with a guy who said he worked for Chicago. He said it was in a paper every day that Scotty was underpaid. I never knew Scotty was underpaid. So, but, ever since me and Cole started, the internet was out. The gossip sites were out and this and that was out. So, y'all ain't going to hear nothing that ain't been heard before. So, if they ask me to do it, I'm going to be like, nah, I'm good.
Fair enough, Shaq. Talk to me on a more positive note about what you've been doing to enjoy the time. I heard somewhere from a little book that you're a fan of Tyler Yahweh.
Oh, I am. I like Tyler. He's because I'm on a roll a lot, and I see myself making playlists all the time, different music. So one day, my son, who's actually friends with Tyler, gave me a CD. And I didn't touch it. And I haven't felt that way for a long time. When I mean don't touch it, I mean every song. Like, there's a lot of CDs, first 4 or 5 songs, bang. Last time I didn't touch one was The Chronic, Dr. J. How it just ride through. And I think one of Jay-Z albums was like that. I think Big's Ready to Die album was like that. But when I pumped in that Tyler, I'm like, man, who is this kid? So I got in contact with him. He's like, man, I met you before. I'm from Orlando. Very talented kid, and I wish him well. But music and sports has always been the thing that just brings people together, just calms people down. Like when I'm having a bad day or whatever, I just jump in one of my joints and play Jay-Z, Nas, Lil Wayne, the Migos. Like I play all my favorite artists. And what I love about music, because I'm from Jersey, so when I grew up on African Bambaataa, LL, Eric B, and all that. Then when I moved to Texas, I was dating this girl, and she let me hit DJ Quick. I'm like, damn. Then when I went to college, I hit NWA. I'm like, damn. Then when I go to Orlando, I hit 95 South and Luke and all that. So music is just all over the place, and I love it. I really do. So, and then, I got about 1 million white guy classics in my phone. So I just love music. I probably love music more than I love sports.
Well, that's an enormous statement that I want to tackle, but real quick, what's a white guy classic? Give me an example.
I left the rains down in Africa. Down, 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 down. I see your true color shining through. Bro, I got them all. Roxanne, red wine. Stay close to me. I got them all.
These are classics, though. These are classics.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Shaq, why do you like music more? I mean, we know you're a platinum artist, which is crazy to say, but do you really think you like music more than basketball?
I know I do. I'm actually a great player because of music. When I was in LA, Death Row and Master P and them boys got me hyped before the game. No Limit, but Bout It, man. If you throw on any Dr. Dre song, Death Row song, or Bout It, I'm ripping somebody's head off. I'm just letting you know right now. They just got me amped. NWA, man, all of them. Wu-Tang, come on, man. Redman. I'm telling you, like, if I hear one of my favorite songs, I'm going crazy. Somebody in trouble.
Has there ever been a performance that we know of you that's been solely responsible because of song? Like maybe you dunked on David Robinson because right before the game you were listening to NW. Has there ever been a specific example?
I always had a technique. So I remember when I first got to LA, Bow Down, what just came out. And that was me. It was like, yeah, the diesel is here, bow down. Bow down. I'm letting you know. So like Bow Down was one that always got me out. And C Murder and Master P, Touch Them Other Haters, you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Touch Them Other Hater, because yeah. And once I hear that one, woo, going off. Dun, 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 dun,
classic beat right there.
Yeah.
Classic beat. Shaq, before I get you out of here, I guess this will be my last question. Last time I interviewed you, rather, we got a few million views because yet another bad Shaq prediction. Well, we'll see if it's bad.
What happened?
I said it was another bad Shaq prediction, but I guess we'll see if it's bad in a few years from now. But you said last year that.
Oh, what do you mean another bad?
Yet another. You know what I'm saying? Just adding to the ever.
Hold on, what you mean yet another?
It's adding to the ever-growing list of poor Shaq predictions. However, you said, and I guess it's not safe to say just yet, but you said that if you were in the draft last year, you would have picked Bol over Zion Williamson.
I did say that.
I guess we'll see what happens. As of now, it's looking like yet another.
No. Portland don't need him right now, so they're just.
That's why I said as of now, because Zion's looking good.
Listen, Zion's a good player, but great player. I don't want to disrespect the Big C, but I'm just saying based off a big man that can do it all. Because listen, defense, Bol is 7'7", and he could dribble and he could shoot. So that's why I said that. And then, because if you remember about Cole, you brought him along slow his first 2 years. Remember that?
This is true.
Then, so listen, Bowles, they're going to bring him along slow, and it's up to him. If he wants to be great, he can be great. If it doesn't emerge out, like with what I'm saying, it's all on Bowles.
So then my last question was, do you have a guy this year that you're looking at? Maybe we could stamp this one and hold you.
I haven't even been watching. I don't even know who's coming out. This COVID stuff is taking everybody by storm. I don't know who got drafted. I don't know anything. I have not been paying attention, brother.
Okay, so no predictions. You're saving yourselves. So thankfully we won't have to see yet another Shaq. Shaq, thank you, man. Lastly, before I let you go, let us know real quick about the Krispy Kreme and why we should be excited.
Yes, again, these right here are going to be available basically everywhere in America. Right here, Krispy Kreme Bites, the crullers, however you want to pronounce it. Trust me, they are delicious. And Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be on Facebook Live playing games. Some lucky fans are going to win these bad boys for a whole year straight, courtesy of Krispy Kreme and myself. Love you guys. Be safe out there, and peace to everyone.
Shaq Diesel, my dog. Thanks so much for the time, bro.
All
right, man. Yet another.
Yeah, another. Bye.
All right, man.